Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today you will see my Vietnam adventure that took place in January 2017. We start our journey at the Prague airport and we had 10 hours layover in Istanbul, where we spent time watching Westworld series. In Hanoi we stayed at my aunt's apartment and this was the view from it. We traveled from north to south, more specifically from Hanoi to Catba, Ninh Binh, Hoi An, Dalat, Mũi Né and Ho Chi Minh City. We bought a Vietnamese SIM card with 8 GB data, which they installed to my phone by themselves in the store, pretty weird. Due to jet lag, we saw everything in the first 2 days after sunset. And by the way, this is the train crossing in the night and the same place in the daylight. The Temple of Literature, if I remember it correctly, was free of charge. And not far away we had our first bún chả, which is one of the traditional Vietnamese dishes. The place where we ate was supposedly to be the same place where Barack Obama had his bún chả in Vietnam, but I didn't take picture of it. When I saw these photos few days ago, I thought the weather wasn't so great. And then I realized it was the air pollution, and even though I edit them all, the sky is just white. This was our last meal in Hanoi, an open buffet. This is Cannon Fort, which is accessible by the short hike. There is a small fee to access the top. There are some cannons, tunnels, a small museum, and lots of viewpoints. Catba is for me the best place we visit in the Vietnam overall. It's not that crowded. It has beautiful landscape, the air is fresh, and it was also the cheapest place. The rest of the country is also a bit cheaper than what you pay in Czech Republic, which is nice because normally it's the exact opposite when I travel somewhere.
All the pain, all the hurt, all the lessons I have learned, I am stronger now. I won't let me down. No. My enemies will think they won, but I'm here to stay. Destiny will overcome. No,
In Vietnam, you need to haggle for the price in some places, but you can avoid them. There are many things you can see in Ninh Binh. Not in our case. It rained for 2 days straight, so we decided to stay there only for a short time. Also, our room was a bit moldy, nothing surprising, especially if you book average room. From Ninh Binh, we took a bus to Hue, but ending up going further to Hoi An. We used buses for all our transfers, and it's always better to check multiple travel agencies to get better price. This is the Dragon Bridge, which has 666 meters. Interesting number. The bridge was opened to traffic on March 29, 2013, the 38th anniversary of the capture of Da Nang city by the North Vietnamese force during the Vietnamese War. And from Google Images, it's much more spectacular in the dark. And on some occasions, it spews fire and water and even changes the color. I'm pretty sure that we paid some entrance fee to the historical part of Hoi An, but it was worth it. Something you had to get used to was complete strangers walking right into your personal space, sometimes even further, to speak with you, and how they still offer you some sort of services. Crazy house in Dalat, described as a fairy tale house. It was listed as one of the world's 10 most bizarre buildings in the Chinese People's Daily. You can book a room there or just enjoy a walk through it for a fee. We didn't sleep there. We booked a room in the city center, and we wisely booked the one with a window, because it's more likely to be mold-free. But we got a room without a window, so we asked for another one, and got a nice little room with a big bath and window. But after 20 minutes the faucet in our bathroom broke, water sprayed everywhere, and we had to move again to the worst room of the day, which was moldy as a blue cheese. We were a bit disappointed with these falls, which look nice on Google and not so crowded. Guess why? There was garbage everywhere. We continued our journey, and I was so excited to see Vietnamese beaches. They look pretty nice from the bus. But we chose a part of the city where tourists normally don't go. So after visiting the beach, we went to the local mall, and then we moved to Mũi Né, where we could finally relax and have some local beer, which by the way I like more than the Czech one. Our visit to Red Canyon was a nice experience, especially because you walk through the water, a bit muddy water, but no trash. Welcome to our last destination, Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon. Watch your things here. From this restaurant, I saw how a guy on scooter steal a phone from a woman who was standing outside taking a selfie. The traffic in Vietnam is a bit crazy. People even used sidewalks to run their scooters. And also everyone crosses the road whenever and wherever they want. They just jump among the scooters and go through. Cuchi tunnels were a really fun experience. First you watch a documentary about the Vietnam War and then you enjoy the extraordinary experience of going through the tunnels. But it's also sad to think about it. It must have been terrible back then, like any other war. I hope you had a nice time watching my video. Enjoy your travels and see you hopefully next time.